Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I gotta have some real talk with my ladies out there, man. Some real shit. Some of y'all gonna get mad. Some of y'all are not. Some of y'all are gonna see, what I'm saying and really understand it. I hope most of you do. And what I want to tell you, ladies, I want to tell you why you're fucking up. I want to tell you why. And this has to do specifically with the whole notion of women thinking that they're running things. Women thinking that, they're on their Beyonce type shit with the, girls run the world. And, they feel that men are threatened because they're in the workplace now and, all this other stuff. But see, the thing that a lot of you ladies do not understand is that you cannot be working for someone and think you're running shit. I'm going to say that again. You cannot be working for someone and think you're running shit. You are an employee, aka a slave. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're a slave to the corporation or the place you work for. So the thing is, let me tell you, let's back this up a little bit and tell you why this is important for you to know. Because the thing is, when you talking about, yourself in a relationship, and because I'm not talking about, it's a bad thing for you to be working. If you want to work, that's cool. But when you are in a relationship and you have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, and you guys are trying to build a family, you cannot run around acting like, because you have a job, that you could run your husband or boss around your boyfriend because you think this job makes it somehow you have some magical power now because you're working. But you have no real power. See, let me get a little bit more deep for you ladies. See, the thing is, the people who own these companies are majority men. Now, these men hire you ladies. And what happens is that, there's a lot of guys actually now who are unemployed who have, their girlfriends or wives working or bringing home more money than them. If the guys are working, they might have a girlfriend who's bringing home more money than them. And they think that, the women think that, this gives them some type of, power or authority over their man. You understand? They've been gassed to think this, with this whole, with this whole thing with, feminism and, women thinking that this is a come up. Them actually having jobs is a come up from their oppression of being housewives or some shit like that. And see, the thing is, you ladies having jobs, what happens is that it gets in the way of you being a team player when it comes to the family unit. Now, again, I'm not saying you can't have a job, but if you do have a job, you still have to understand what you need to do as far as the family unit. Meaning, if you are a wife, you need to make sure that things are running in the home. You understand? And you have a lot of people who are on this new age shit where they're like, oh, well, the man can stay home and watch the kids and the women can do this and that. And the thing is this, generally, as women, it's not, in your nature to feel like you are running your man. And it's not sexy for you. You subconsciously lose respect for your man when you feel that you are above him or over him or, well, I'm making more money than you and I'm doing this and we're doing that and us women are, now you're getting out of control. See, I don't want to get all conspiracy theory type shit on this, but the thing is that I'm noticing is that, the more these women are in these jobs and thinking that these jobs are come ups is fucking up, the family structure. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is that, the people who run these companies and shit hired these women, gassed them up into thinking that they have some type of power. But you do not, because you still work for someone else. So you chilling with your man had a job, he got fired from the plantation, and now you got hired by the plantation, and now you're a plantation worker, but for some reason you think you're running shit. And you're not running shit because you have a job. Do you understand this? See, when it comes to, the family unit and you having a union with, you and your husband or whatever, or you guys being together, you ladies have been brainwashed into thinking that, even a person like myself addressing this, you'll say, oh, you're just threatened by us women because we're coming up and we're doing better than you. You know what I mean? So you've gotten tricked into the whole system of them having you think that you have some sort of, huge success, or you've reached this plateau, and anyone that says anything about it is just jealous. And then you also thinking that you working for somebody means you came up from off of something. You came up from what? What did you come up from? Did you come up from your quote unquote oppression of being a housewife or taking care of your family? Like, is that what you came up from? See, again, it's not a big deal if you have a job, but you still got to take care of what's important, which is the home. You understand? It's like, I remember I was working at this place, and, I wanted to do something outside of work, and I told my boss, I was like, yo, there's this thing I want to go to, I gotta probably fly out, blah, blah, blah. And my boss is like, listen, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You just got to make sure that by Friday, this project is done. That's it. So you ladies can go work and, do all this other stuff. But make sure some dinner is ready when motherfuckers get home and the kids is, you know what I'm saying? Shit is popping. And of course, you're going to say, oh, but I've been working all day. Why are you working all day like that? Why are the good majority of women working like this? How is that helping the family? You understand? How is that helping? It doesn't. And I know a lot of women are going to be mad right now listening to this. I know. But you know what I'm saying is true. And a lot of times you know that a lot of you ladies are under this illusion of you coming up. You're not coming up from anything. The only thing that's happening is you've been hired to be the new slave, and the people who run this shit, the elite people who are paying your salary, they understand this because it's easier, it's gonna be easy to cause disruption between couples and families if you have the woman who's supposed to be the nurturer, up there getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning and working till 8, or, doing overtime and doing all of this other shit. And then her man's not working, or he's working, but she's making more than him. So now she thinks that, she doesn't have to listen to him anymore. And then this whole, the media basically, shoving this independent, strong, feminist crap down you ladies' throats. It's gotten shit all out of whack. You understand? So again, I'm not saying you can't work or you shouldn't work but the thing is that when you were if you just a chick, you ain't got no man and you doing what you do, then fine. But as soon as you become someone's girlfriend or someone's wife, you need to participate and be that girlfriend or that wife. And there's certain things that go with being a girlfriend and a wife. So, you have a lot of women who are, working for companies and they're managing some department store or some shit. And they think since they manage people and they boss people around all day at work, that when they come home, they're going to boss around their man. It doesn't work that way. And this is why you ladies are fucking up, because you believe that you having a job, you getting paid a check every 2 weeks, gives you the right to be on this bullshit. And it doesn't. So you gotta, you ladies really gotta understand this. You gotta, get off this women are running shit and guys are just intimidated by my success with all these damn, TV specials where they have all these women talking about, oh, I'm just so successful and I can't find a man on my level, or, oh, I'm just doing so much better than these guys and you guys are just jealous because, I'm making $80,000 and you're making $70,000, and since I'm making more than just it's crazy. It's crazy. So a lot of this, it really needs to stop in order for things to get better when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, the family. You understand? Because, the other day on my on the Sexy Party show, we were talking about this, and I put up a clip and I titled it, "Letting Women Work Was a Mistake." And some people got mad about that shit. And, this is kind of what we was talking about where, not technically that, you working is a bad thing, but the way that you ladies are so easily influenced into believing the bullshit, it's ridiculous. You ladies are so, y'all really, really, really believe that you're running shit. But you don't own anything. You're not building nothing. All the money you getting is from the place that you work for. They could fire you right now. Then what will you be running? You understand? So ladies, don't get fooled by that shit. If you have a great job, that's good. Keep doing what you do, but do not feel like, you're on some other shit and that you're better than your man or better than men and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel good about where you work at. That if you have a good job and you're making good money, that's great. But don't use that and be on some arrogant shit. And then when you get home to your man or you talking to your boyfriend, like, oh, well, fuck you, I'll make more than you and blah, 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 which a lot of women do. They get on this power trip because they got a job. Stop it. Stop the nonsense. You're not running shit. Trust me. All right? And you thinking that and feeling that way is what's going to ruin the relationship you have or future relationships you get into. All right? So that's all I want to say about that. Ladies, make sure you check out my book, It's Your Fault You're Single, Tips on Finding Mr. Right. Go to MrLocario.com or get the Banned from YouTube Dating Advice Mixtape for Women. You can get all that at MrLocario.com, or you can join my membership program. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com, click on the membership tab, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio of how-to dating advice. All right, so that is it. I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.